I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Houston Texans. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This one taken from the 7th. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. At their own 24-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This is Saquon Barkley, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, Delta.
Now Carr. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Now Roethlisberger. He'll check this one down to Barber.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. And this is caught by Watkins. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll run for the first time with Peyton Barber. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On second down, Barber. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Alert, alert. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to swear you up. Go. Get nervous. 198. Watch 98. 50. Hey, tight. Alert 3.
They'll try and run here with Barber. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Peyton Barber with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The Super Bowl hero, Malcolm Butler, makes a stop. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Well, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. A terrific return there, 27 yards all told. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
That's what I do.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
At the 37-yard line.
Here we go. Like 80. I'm coming. 77. Hey, Echo.
Throwing on 2nd down, Roethlisberger dancing to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Black 20. I'm here all day. Hey, Haywood.
Roethlisberger now to throw on third down. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Prater for the extra point, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Now Saquon Barkley. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Good job, D.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
This is Barkley. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, 55 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Short boot, take it at the 21. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Texans on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5.
44. 198. Watch 98. 98's the mic. No spacing.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man is Gordon, complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 40.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there and a 1st down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
That's complete to Robinson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Allen Robinson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out. The back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Now it's Barkley. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Jets on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Going up, he's got a man, complete. And all the way in, touchdown, New York. Brandon Cooks, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Gano for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. The ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
He sets to fire deep. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
51, Mike 51. Hey, watch
Here's Roethlisberger, and he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. He was looking for Watkins that time, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give him another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Check 50, check 50. Check 3, check 3, check 3. 50. Under crunch. 51.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep, Golden Tate. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Looking back to that first quarter, they struggled, but now here in quarter 2, they seem to have some rhythm.
And it really shouldn't be a surprise to us because when we were in the production meetings, we asked a few of the players about, hey, what if things get a little rocky early? They all said the exact same thing. We're prepared, so we're confident things will work out. And so far, they have started to do so.
Those 3 words we hear a lot, stay the course. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. To the outside, that's complete to Williams. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Mike 58, right there. Watch the pass.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45.
Like 80. Not today, you are. Not today. Check, 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 check. What's up? 59, what's up? 59, what's up? 44. These two.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Alert. Hey, switch gears. See these two. Check 25.
Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Flush to his right. Incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
198. Five. We want this. 198.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Hey, let's go. Easy. 22, 44. Check. Here we go.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Second down at the 31-yard line.
Block 80! I'm on. Hey, we got right. We got right. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Check. Fresno. Back. Easy. Mike 51. Hey, Alpha. Here we go, D. Here I come. Over. Roy.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
All right, now. Black 5. 51. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check 3. Quarter.
Ben to throw again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now it's Roethlisberger. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Barber on 1st and 10, and able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. On 3rd down, here comes Barber. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Another run, this time McCaffrey. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Here's Barber. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. They come up in an offset eye. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd and goal.
So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal.
Hey, Orbit. 198. Watch 98. 98's the mic. I got one.
Roethlisberger. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. John Brown. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Texans push further out in front. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Prater for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week, they're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
So that'll back him up 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Brings up 2nd and 14 at the 40-yard line.
Now, 180. You 618. You better be afraid of me. Move it down. 58's the mic. 58. Hey, Charlie.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Carr. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Aaron Lynch. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check that. Go team. 93. Express. Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield.
Now Carr. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. They'll run for it with Barkley, and he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Saquon Barkley denied on 4th down, and this Texans defense stands tall. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Black 20.
Me and you all day. All day.
They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
180. Alert, alert.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 198. Watch 98.
Hey, wahoo.
Run you over.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch the twin. Watch the twin.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Black 5.
98 to Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Black and turn.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Barber. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball. 44.
198. Watch 98. 98 to Mike. It's our field. It's our field.
No spacing.
It's our house. 198. Watch 98.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been flat getting it done. 8 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Middle. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
51 to Mike. Stop your whining. Watch switch, watch switch, watch switch. Hatch it.
Hey, exit.
Roethlisberger will throw. And this will be caught at the 30. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Back to the running game with Barber. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2nd and 5 now. Roethlisberger. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, Do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Now Roethlisberger. He finds Robinson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Jets take over first. Let's go, baby. Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Start. 230.
51, Mike, 51. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after
44.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Robinson's got it. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave. Even with 2 remaining, we'll be back after this. And I don't quite know what's happening here. It's a first down, but the field goal team is out onto the field. From the left hash, this from 46. Well, they can probably live with that with this late.